So, I just want to tell a story in this particular video, and that story constitutes of me meeting a random guy from a who is from a different location and establishing a connection and making a conversation with him. So, if you do not know already, I am a medical doctor. I am pursuing my post graduation in my medical field, and after finishing my duty, I went to the canteen for having some lunch, and there was this guy who came from Goa, which is from the opposite pole of the opposite end of the country that I live in, which is India. And he was also there having lunch with me in front of me. He was sitting in front of me, and I started a conversation with him in English, the language that I'm using right now in making this video. And it is not my first language. I have said this before. This is not a language that I am fully comfortable with, but I have gotten better as I have tried to talk in this particular language more and more. And so, after having a few minutes of conversation with this guy, he speaks English fluently. He is a guy from Goa, and he used to speak in English from childhood, and all these things he talked to me. He told me, and after having conversation for 10-15 minutes, he told me that my English is good, and he also complimented by saying that my grammatical aspect of this particular language is also very accurate. And also wanted to know how my English is good, whereas other people from the same area in which we are pursuing our post graduation degree do not have that kind of clarity in their speaking ability in this particular language of English. And I told him that English is not a language that is very much given importance to in terms of learning when we are in school. But my father is the one who made sure that I learned the grammatical aspects correctly of this particular language when I was a child. And and we ended the conversation like this, and I eventually ended up paying for his lunch also, because he was coming from somewhere else. He was not a native. He doesn't reside here, so he was a kind of a guest to us. So I ended up paying for his lunch, and he went away by taking my phone number, and we had a good connection. And after that, I went my home for for something that I needed to take care of. And when I went back to my home, I met my father. I expressed my gratitude to him for teaching me this particular language when I was very young, and it somehow helped me to build or establish connection with people that I probably wouldn't have been able to make if I had not had the learnings, the teachings that he had given me. And my father, after hearing all these things, he was also extremely satisfied by the gratitude that I tried to show to him. So the whole the whole story that I just told is that you never know what skill will come into play or will be useful to you in the future. So try to be humble, try to have the hunger of learning, especially when you are younger. Because when we get older, it's difficult for us to sit and learn something new. But when we are young, we should be having the mindset of a student and be curious to learn new things. Because whatever you learn when you are younger, if you can sharpen that particular skill that you have learned in your young age, then eventually in your when you be older, that particular skill will somehow help you in some way you don't know what exactly way it will help you, but it'll come handy. It'll eventually be something that you would feel proud of, that you had put in time to learn that. So that's it. That is the story that I wanted to share in this video. And that particular guy from Goa is also a very nice guy. He is planning to stay here for 2 years or so, because he is also pursuing his post graduation degree in ophthalmology in this particular college that I am also pursuing my MD medicine from. So yeah, that was the story. I hope you enjoyed it.